Namaste and welcome to Season 2 Ayurveda Unplugged by Travancore Ayurveda. In Season 1, we explored some incredible topics from the fundamentals of Ayurveda and Travancore Ayurveda's signature therapies to building patient trust, our NABH accredited care, and the beautiful journey of Ayurveda from ancient texts to modern clinics. Now, we're stepping into Season 2, Lifestyle Redefined series with Ayurveda and Yoga, your path to better health naturally. I'm your host, Samyukta Nair, and in this episode, we're exploring Dinacharya, a Sanskrit word that means daily routine. It's more than just a schedule, it's a rhythm that aligns your body, breath, and mind with nature. Joining us today is Dr. Smita Kattigotar, Head of Practice and Governance, Travancore Ayurveda. Welcome, Dr. Smita.
Thank you, Samyukta. Thank you, my dear listeners.
So, Dr. Smita, what exactly is Dinacharya and why is it considered so foundational in holistic wellness, especially from your Ayurveda and yoga background?
I'm really happy, Samyukta, to be back on this season 2. Dinacharya is about aligning ourselves with the body's natural rhythm. As an Ayurvedic doctor and yoga practitioner, I see it is a preventive routine that keeps the joints mobile, the nervous system balanced, and digestion strong. It includes everything from wake up time to movement, eating, and sleep. Following these practices regularly can reduce inflammation, improve postures, and create emotional stability.
So, Dr. Smita, what are some simple and effective morning rituals people can begin with?
I always guide to my all patients about this that start your day with a glass of warm water. It hydrates tissues and kickstarts your metabolism. Then do tongue scraping to remove toxins. Include few gentle spine stretches like side bends or you can say Marjarasana, that is cat cow pose, followed by slow Surya Namaskara. Close the routine with 5 minutes of pranayama or breath awareness. This short flow energizes the body and calms the mind.
Another question that often comes up from our listeners is that some of them find it very difficult to wake up early. Do you have any advice and best practices for them, doctor?
Yes, Samyukta. Now we have seen everyone is facing this difficulty. Be kind to yourself. Instead of drastic shift, go to bed just 15 minutes earlier every few days. Waking up refreshed is more important than waking up early. Once your body finds its rhythm, early mornings will feel natural and not forced.
All right, that's an amazing tip for people of the younger generation like me who find it very hard to wake up early every morning. So, how important is morning movement from a physical and mental health point of view?
It's absolutely essential, Samyukta. After hours of sleep, the muscles are stiff and circulation is low. Simple yoga movements in the morning stimulate blood flow, reduces muscle tension, and reset the spine. Mentally, it improves focus and mood. It's like switching on your internal energy system gently but effectively.
Amazing. Could you guide us through a 15-minute morning routine that's easy for beginners like us?
Of course, Samyukta. Start with 1 minute of deep breathing. That's breathe in through one nostril, breathe out through another nostril. 3 to 5 rounds of Surya Namaskara, Bhujangasana, that is Cobra pose, to open the chest and spine. Marjarasana, that is cat cow pose, for spinal flexibility. And finish your ritual with 3 minutes of meditation or focused chanting. It's short, safe, and recharges your entire system.
That's really informative, doctor. What should we consciously avoid first thing in the morning?
Avoid checking your phone. That causes immediate mental stimulation, resulting in stress. Also, skip cold water, sugary coffee, and loud noise. Your body needs grounding and warmth. Mornings are sacred. How you begin sets the tone for your entire day. Start slow, stay centered.
That was such a holistic take, Dr. Smita. For all our listeners from an Ayurvedic and yoga perspective, what postures or practices support digestion after meals?
I can explain you that. Vajrasana, we call it as a diamond pose, is ideal. Sitting in this pose for 5 to 10 minutes after meals helps stimulate the digestive organs, enhances circulation to the abdomen, and supports spinal alignment. It's one of the few yoga postures safe to do right after eating. Also, be mindful while eating. Sit cross legged on the floor if possible. Chew your food thoroughly and avoid distractions like screens. Digestion begins in the mouth, and how we eat matters just as how much we eat.
Thank you so much, Dr. Smita. That was really enlightening and practical. To all our viewers, please choose 2 or 3 practices from today and try them for 7 days. Feel the shift. These morning rituals are not tasks, they're a gift to your body and soul. Stay with us for more in this series. In our next episode, we'll explore diet and nutrition the Ayurvedic way, the Ayurvedic diet for modern life. Until then, breathe deeply, move gently, and start your day with intention. Thank you.
Sukhino bhavattu.